right. About to do this morning feed. I'm only giving Michonne just a little bit of something. Yeah, keep that pack structure because she only eat once a day. But being that I gotta feed this little monster right here. We're about to get to it. Alright. Sitting there, give them some patience because they know it's on me. Before I say it, you better not. No. Sean, go get it, girl. Get your butt up there. Go get it, girl. Sean, go get it. Sun Tzu. I didn't say get it yet. Sun Tzu, go get it, boy. Get it, boy. Yeah, it's Thursday, man. You know what I'm saying? What that boy said I would do it, and I did it. Salute to Dre. Alright, so check this out. Pull him back just to show you he not full aggressive. Alright. Go get it, boy. Hey, salute. Good morning. Old Yellow. Shogun. And we out. Hey.
Yo.
Yeah.
What it do, big dog?
What's the deal?
Not much, man. Can't call it my spoiler, man. You know.
Yeah, man.
Back at work, man. Back at work already, man.
Yeah, man.
That buddy.
Yeah, man.
It's time to grind again, man. But I want to say, man, shout out to Big A. Thank you, Big A, for all the help throughout the leave, man. Shout out to Melee, man. Y'all two really rehoming them puppies helped a lot. Shout out to the chat, to those who checked in on me throughout the leave. I've been busy. I'm gonna stay busy. It's not gonna get any easier. Like I said, man, going into 2026, no new friends, business associates, mentors, but I don't need no new friends, man. Like we got it. Like October 1 this year, man, I'm cut off to the public. It's at that point where I can't take on anybody else to just hang out with, if that makes sense. Like there's not enough time or room for the mission we're on, you know. So if you want to be down, be down. If not, that's cool. This is not a I'm mad at you for not being down. This is if you ever try to build something, eventually it's gonna come to a point where it's tyrannical, where you got people at the highest level, and then you got lieutenants, and you got sergeants, and then you got foot soldiers. And that's what we're structuring it like, man. And I cannot have individual conversations with every person that wants to talk to Dre and give Dre their opinion about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we have the Friday feedback Fridays and stuff like that. And if y'all not gonna utilize those things we created, man, it makes it really difficult to talk to you. But I just want to put that out there because we're not stopping, man. We moving forward, and we move forward to Digital Dog Show. We move forward Dog of the Week. And I need steppers, you know what I'm saying? I need steppers. Shout out to MKM, he's a real stepper, man. Shout out to Big C, he a real stepper, man. You know what I'm saying? I need real steppers. If you want to be down, be down. But that's just Dre talking. That ain't got nothing to do with Big A or nobody else. This is straight from Dre's mouth. You know what I'm saying? I even got to get my stuff together, man, and learn how to judge a show appropriately, so I can go in there. And when I step in that ring, it ain't no games. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question about my beyond reproach. And I can't do those things sitting there holding like low level conversations.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, man, that's it, man. Big A, over to you, bro.
Yeah, man. What's happening? We back in here like we left our wallet and keys, man. It is Monday. Yeah. Got a good topic for y'all today. You know. Yeah, man. Let's jump to a Bushido code of the day, man.
Yeah.
And that is Makato. Honesty and sincerity. Without honesty, words mean nothing. Without sincerity, actions mean nothing. Yes, sir.
Facts. Man, shout out to Oscar from El Paso. Shout out to Big A for those words of wisdom, man. Let me tell y'all something, bro. At this point, you should be able to name at least one of the Shogun Bushido codes if you've been here. And if you haven't, then you're missing the point. You got Gi, you got Makato, you know what I'm saying? There's these, you got Rai, you got different ones that mean something, right? And so I would suggest identifying the 7 pillars of Bushido. Depending on where you look for them, you'll find 8. And knowing something about them, because like I'm literally not here to just hang out. Like I'm not here to do that, man. And these things are important. That's why he reads them every day, and they typically tie into the topic and into what we see being directly wrong with the community. You know what I'm saying? Like this is our way of holding the community accountable. And for some people, it go right over their head, man. But the Bushido code, Big A spends time out of his day to make sure that we got this Bushido code every Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 7:30 a.m. So depending on what coast you on. So salute, Big A, man. Once again, man.
Sir.
It does matter. And you can't train like us if you don't believe like us. You can't do it. I bet money you can't do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But Big A, man, today's topic is a good topic. It was actually brought to me by a friend of mine. He texted us this week, and just so y'all know, when y'all submit topics, don't think you're being ignored. But we have our topics lined out for the entire week, right? So like unless it's a topic that I feel like is like emergent, it's just gonna go into the next week's Rolodex of topics that we're gonna cover. So don't ever feel ignored when you just submit a topic. It's just once I have my set list, Big A creates everything, the thumbnails, the guidelines, all that stuff, the outline, everything. And so we're not going to just change that just because, you had a wild idea, but we will address it. Right. And so with that being said, man, today's topic is the breeder that talks versus the breeder that doesn't talk. And to me, I will give my disclaimer on this one. This is a perspective-based thing, and at first I was going to attack it and just attack it at a service level, but it goes beyond that. For the purposes of today's conversation, I want to hold not just the breeders to the light, but I also want to hold the consumers, the tire kickers, and everybody else involved in the situation to the light and express some things, because a lot of people feel like this is like McDonald's. Or I don't know if Burger King, McDonald's, is it habitual?
Yeah.
That's what?
Burger King. Yeah.
Okay. And let me explain something to y'all. There is no kennel, and I used to feel this way, but I realized that the customers, like, there's a lot of customers in this world that just suck, right? And it doesn't matter what you do for them. Like, they're coming in, they're looking to slip on your floor and get a lawsuit against you. They don't care what kind of service you provide. And to go into this conversation without that in mind, it would negate the validity of the conversation. And what I mean by that is some of y'all just suck. Some of y'all come into a situation knowing that you don't have the money to pay for the puppy, nor are you willing to work for it. You simply want to barter and have a negotiation system. And so when I speak about the breeders that will not talk or the breeders that will talk, it has a lot to do with the clientele in their area, and also how the notoriety of the purchaser and the purchasee. So check it out. To give you a whole site picture, when I was going around looking to create the Old Yeller Dogs, I went to a lot of kennels, and a lot of kennels initially were like, yeah, you seems like a cool guy. And I said protection work, and the conversation was over, right? That's not a kennel that doesn't want to talk. That's a kennel that knows what direction they want to move in, and it's not going to talk to me about protection work. And now that they know my intentions, they're not going to have their dog involved in that. That's a good kennel to me. That's not a kennel that doesn't talk. That's a kennel that has standards and principles, right? In the same regard that if you come to me talking about something illegal, I'm going to deny you access to my dogs to the best of my ability. You're going to have to go third party to get one of my dogs. And by doing so, you just give me even more ammo to realize why I should not have dealt with you in the first place, right? That's not somebody who doesn't want to talk. That's somebody who doesn't want to talk to somebody who's not aligned with their morals, values, and aspirations. All right. So just want to put that out there. The other one is, and I just use the example of people asking about DNA testing. I think that's going to become a mandatory thing in the future. Like, there's no reason not to get it done. It costs like less than $100. If you have a stud and you're making $1,000 per stud fee, there's no reason not to have that stud DNA profile. There's none. And so with that being said, there are breeders who get offended and say, hey, basically they take it as if you don't trust what their word. And I'm like, I don't trust anybody in the game, and nobody should trust me in the game without proof of concept, right? So some breeders are like hush hush about things like that, and that to me is a huge red flag. That's a huge red flag. And so that's a breeder that will not talk. It's something that could be easily proven, something that you probably should be doing anyways if you're going to be public as a public kennel, and it's not being done. And that raises questions as to why it's not being done. And so that won't be a breeder that does not talk. If that gives you an example of one that is not talking to you versus one that does not talk, right? Big A, you got anything you want to chime in on that?
No, no, cause that's pretty spot on, man. Yeah, you know, like I say, man, you deal with people that really want to deal with you, you know, so to speak.
Yeah. Hey, Big A, can we stop long enough to do a roll call, man? Because these brothers and sisters up here. Shout out to my sister Yaya. She was released on Friday, man. Salute. We doing our first day. I bet you we probably be with a first day out freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Heart and Finish Kennels. Salute, big dog.
Yeah.
Herders and Bulldogs. Salute.
Yeah.
Brother Melee in the building. What's good, big dog?
Hey, what's going on?
Bloodthirst in the building, aka Habit 3.
Yeah.
Brother Dickie Mother Loving Foster in the building.
Hey, so you gonna catch the replay.
Mm-hmm. Tony in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dirty Dog.
Hey, Dirty Dog, what's going down?
LaQuentin in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Himmy James. Call me Mr. Hideo. Call me Mr. Hideo. And the reason I always sing that song when I see Himmy James' name, I used to thought they were saying they call me Mr. Himmy, but they were saying hit that hoe.
Yeah.
But you know, I be freestyling with songs. Airhead building.
Yeah, man.
Brother, welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. The legend, Big C in the building.
Big C.
Tough Times in there.
Hey.
Tim Hendricks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Little J.
Hey.
MKM Bottom.
Yeah, that's the man, the Jedi.
Orange Jones.
Yeah, man. Salute.
Brother Duro Ricio Bully Camp in the building. What it do?
Hey, Duro.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna get to cooking, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to cooking, man. Hold on, my brother Supreme Excellence 1 in the building. He said the Ravens got like. Let's not talk about football because the Panthers got mollywopped by Jacksonville last night too, man. So
I told you it was gonna happen.
But I won my fantasy matchup though. You know what I'm saying? I won my fantasy matchup, so we'll leave it at that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Back to hold on, let me see. Hemi said, this is a good statement. He said, barting with a friend is pushing your luck, let alone the nerve of some drop kick off coming out the street, knocking on your door. Some mothers do have them. Yep. So let's start with the barterers. Okay. A barter system works in a society where bartering is known. And I'll give you an example. I didn't understand bartering. Like when I used to go to flea markets, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all about to laugh at me, but I used to go to flea markets and pay whatever prices they paid at the flea market, right? Like didn't even question it because I was so indoctrinated into just paying the price on the ticket in America, right?
Yeah.
That is a very Western thing to pay to pay ticket price. And even when they would say a price that was too high, I would just walk away. You know, that was my negotiation strategy because I didn't understand bartering, right? So, you know, let's say I want this collar or leash and they say $50 and I'm like, I wouldn't pay more than $25 for that. You know what I'm saying? And what they want me to do is say, hey man, can you come down to, you know, I don't know, maybe 15, you know, and you start low, you know, they sell high, you try to buy low, right? And you usually come to some kind of common agreement where you pay a little bit more than what you wanted, and they get a little bit less than what they wanted, right? That's a good barter system. And a flea market is supposed to be an area where that can happen because prices are not set in stone. It's based upon demand, like literally supply and demand, and also opportunity. Most flea markets I go to, you got to pay $2 or $3 to get in there. So you're a captive audience. You're not going to leave. You're probably going to buy stuff anyways, which sets up the barter system in favor of the buyer, in favor of the seller, right? But anyway, that's why I like to do all my business online now. I don't like to do business in person. You know, it's not a flea market. It's not a captive audience. You came here because you want to be here. You know, you came here because you want to be here. I don't want to hear the sob story about, you know, what happened with your family. It has nothing to do with the dogs. You know, it has nothing to do with the dogs at all. I get it. Things happen. Bad things happen. You know, you lost somebody close to you. You know, you're going through a hard time right now and the dog will really help. There's dogs in the pound that would fulfill that niche very well. You're not here to sell me a story to get a dog. That's not why I'm here. And that's not why you're here. Furthermore, based upon all the indicators you have, I'm probably not going to talk to you because you're probably not in a position to keep the dog once you get it. Let's just be real, right? Let's just be 100% real. Like, you got a lot of things going on right now, and from your perspective, the dog is the one thing you need to fix your life, and it's not. It's not. The fact that you even broached that in a bartering situation is kind of detrimental to what I'm trying to build here, right? Because we're not just trying to build better yards, we're trying to build better people. And if you're broken, if you're not healed as a person, you probably are not ready for the program we're trying to push. Just being 100% real. Yeah, Tony, you can call it haggling. And the first time I actually experienced it was in Kuwait, but at a high level. I mean, like everybody does it, you know, and it's really aggressive the way they do it. Like it's not a. Let me rephrase that. It would look aggressive to Americans, and some of us might get offended, but they'll say like, when you go to the souks, 35, and you hit them back with 20.
Yeah.
And they say 33, and I say 22. You know, there's no misconstrued. There's no need to be polite. We're bartering. We are literally bartering. I'm gonna shout a number out. You're gonna shout a number out, and then at some point, deal. That's it. It's straightforward. You know, and like a lot of us get emotion tied up in the business. I'm very emotional, but when it comes to business and emotion, they're completely separate. I'm a very emotional, very wear my heart on my sleeve type of person, but when it comes to business, it's business. When you like, I don't care if I know you. I don't care if we best friends. When I'm handling a business transaction with you, you are sir, you are ma'am. There's no cursing. I don't care if we woke up from a night of drinking the night before. Like, if it's business, it's business, and I'm gonna set the tone by the conversational tone of my voice, right? And so the conversation is gonna be based upon how you reciprocate that as well. And a lot of breeders won't tell you this, but it is. You know, if you come to me and y'all know my pet peeve is got pups. Hey man, you got pups? Yep, I got them, but not for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to me like that, you know, because what that tells me is you haven't researched my program or me as a person. Why do you even want these dogs? You know I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't play that. Like, hey man, you know, I see like what I expect to hear. Hey man, I've seen your program. I know what you do. I like what you do. I think that I could use them for this or that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be for protection work and none of that stuff, man. But have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I don't breed enough to just be letting dogs go. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Nah, bro. Like there's too many people with good dogs that probably can fit your need. That you can go there and get whatever price they want you to pay at them. You might get more. You might get a better dog for your buck. You might get more dogs for the same price. You know,
You might be able to barter with them.
yeah, so you might be able to barter with them. You know, and that's what I'm getting at is for the purpose of this conversation, it's about why a breeder would not talk to you, or why a breeder would talk to you. Out of the 3 breeders that allowed me to use their dogs to build an Old Yeller bloodline, you know, shout out to Apache Kennels, shout out to Ready Red Kennels, and shout out to THK. Those 3 kennels were willing to sit down with me, listen to everything I had to say about what I wanted, and tell me which puppies from their kennels would best suit my needs. All right. The barter was not the price. I didn't try to negotiate price with any of these guys. I went in there expecting to pay whatever price they quoted. I went in there expecting that, right?
Yeah.
I did have a general idea of what their puppies go for before I went to them. But like they're willing, like they would have said 2,000, it's going to be 2,000. It's not a question, you know. And, I share this because like when people come, this is for the buyer to understand why a breeder won't talk to you. When you go in there, you should have a general idea of who you're dealing with. If they sell $1,000 dogs, then you should go in there with $1,000 to $1,200, depending on, you know, fluctuations in cost, ready to pay that, ready to go. And if you got questions, there are open forums to ask those questions in. Typically, like, okay, what's the ticket is a good question, I guess, once for that breeder. But if once you ask me what's the ticket is now, that might change. That literally might change. It could change because you've asked me that question more than once. And I'm like, okay, you tire kicking now. I'm about to shout out the price to run you off. These are all things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all things that happen. Like, bro, you don't have to ask that question multiple times. Most of us have websites now or have Facebook or something like that where you can go in there and look and see, and they'll tell you like, hey man, I'm letting this one go for this price. You know, but once again, a lot of the buyers are not doing their due diligence. So it's not that the breeder doesn't want to talk to you. It's that the breeder knows you don't care enough to even look into them. You don't care enough to even look into them.
Yeah.
You know, why would I want my dog to go somebody who doesn't know anything about me or my program?
Big facts.
You know, so if you're getting a standoffish air from the breeder, it could be you. A lot of times it is you. You know, it's very rare that a breeder is gonna be rude or turn down money. I'm just being real. A breeder is somebody who breeds dogs, especially a professional, because a professional means they do it to sustain more than 70% of their income, right? So like a trainer, if you're a professional trainer, it provides most of your income. They're not going to turn down good money. Like they shouldn't. It's their business, right? But as we cook on this, man, I want to be abundantly clear, man. Like I'm not going to sit here and breeder shame anymore. I'm ashamed what I've been exposed to. I've had breeders, and this right here does piss me off. I don't know you, you don't know me, and there has been no conversation had. And the question goes, well, do you want the dog or not? At that point, I don't want the dog, and I don't want to talk to you anymore either. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I come as humble, as earnest as I think I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I'm the most humble, earnest person, but I'm gonna come in with genuine interest in your dogs. I've already seen the dogs. I like the dogs. I think they have the potential to do the work I'm doing. And the only question you have for me is, do you want the dog or not? That sounds like you're trying to push the dog off on me or the next person. To me. Or that's a breeder that's not talking. But Big A, what's your thoughts on that?
Nah, I mean, I definitely agree. But I do have a question for you. So let's just say somebody follows you or not necessarily follows you, but have been hearing about you and then gets word about it, and I don't know, you have a very high price for the dogs, specifically probably because you don't know them or whatever the case may be. And they were to add, would it be a problem for them to ask you, why is the price so high?
Well, no. And in the future, I'm going to start itemizing my pricing, right? I'm literally going to start itemizing my pricing so people understand, because I'll give you an example. And this is just me. It's on my website. That's the only reason I'm going to share this. In my pricing, transport is included. You know what I'm saying? Transport is included in my pricing. And some people go, well, I can get my own transporter. Yeah, you can. But I want to guarantee, I'm not dealing with that. I want to guarantee that it's going to get there and get off my yard when I say it's going to get off my yard. Now, if you're not ready, that's between you and Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But does that make sense? It's
it makes sense.
The transport fell through. Nah. You don't have to worry about that. Like this is a delivery service. It is all delivered. Like health certificate, paperwork, transport, carrier, everything is included. It's all included. Like once you pay that price, it is done. All you gotta do is breathe.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is breathe, and the puppy will arrive. We'll set a date. I'll fly that puppy into you. I will put it in your hands along with whatever. If you want to carry it, I fly with that puppy to you with. That's your carrier. You know what I'm saying? The collar, the leash, the paperwork, the health certificate from the vet. All that stuff is yours. You can have it.
Yeah.
But what we're not gonna do it, man. I gotta wait till I got paid. No, you already paid for that. That was included in the price of the puppy. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. That's a guarantee. You know, I'll take like whatever day you're available. I'll take 3 days of leave. I'll fly that puppy into you. I will drop the puppy off, spend some time with you. We talk about it. You can ask me any questions, get my personal number, and I'll fly right back out. And that's done. You know, but that's good business. It's just good business. But yeah, as far as itemizing it, man, I will start itemizing it so that people can see it, because I don't mind telling these things, because at the end of the day, this is what's going to happen. All right. To make any kind of profit toward your own kennel in your own yard, you're going to have to set certain prices, right? And people go, you shouldn't be making money off the dogs. Well, I'll tell you what, go ahead and give all your dogs away to people you like for with all the hard work you put in there, and tell me it's worth it to you. Tell me it's worth it to you.
Right then, what's more important to your program, the money or the person your dogs are going to, or is it both? For me, it would. I mean, I'm not a breeder, but for me, it would be both.
Yes, it's both.
I agree. Yeah, I wanted to go into the right hands, but I'm not doing it for free. It costs, you know, and then the time and effort that I'm gonna put into it, at least on my end, is gonna be, I'm gonna go above and beyond. So I would definitely want to get compensated for that, plus moving the program forward. Yeah. But I definitely would want to vet and do my own due diligence on the people that the dogs are going to. But at the same time, I'm not a breeder,
So I will say this, man. You don't know who's gonna push your dogs the way they're gonna push them, right? Like I didn't know Big A was gonna be Big A. You know what I'm saying? Apache and THK didn't know Dre was gonna be Dre. But I tell you right now, like, the relationship now, the first dog I would expect to pay full price for, but now if I go back, like, and I'm not gonna lie, both of them would give me a dog if I walk in the yard, because like I don't even know if those kennels would have been heard of if I didn't take Saki and push them where I pushed them. You know, I'm just being real. Like, like it's like I love both of them. Like they're genuine good friends of mine. But in that regard, it's definitely the person, the hands, if they're gonna do right by your dogs. Now the other side is to sustain that program. You like, bro, this is a conversation we've had a million times. We're gonna have it again and again, but you cannot sustain these dogs without money. You know how many times this really pisses me off, and that's why it needs to be talked about. You know, as far as from a breeder perspective, because this is why a breeder won't talk to you on a monthly basis. And I told Big A this, on a monthly basis, I probably get friends and family to reach out to me, dog related people that I know through the dogs. Hey man, I need $40 for this. I need $30 for that. I need $20 for this. Like, it's not one individual. Like, so if you feel targeted, please don't feel. This is the community at large. Knowing that I run the digital dog show, knowing that I got my own dogs to take care of, knowing I got 6 kids, it still happens, right? And so any of them guys that borrow that money and say that they have a problem with me selling anything, they can eat a dick. I'm just being real, because like, how do you think I sustain this stuff? You get what I'm saying? Like, how do you think I sustain this program? How do you think I sustain these shows? Like, ain't nobody buying the t-shirts like in a mass amount to keep us funded. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do something. You got to do something, right? And so I'm not saying go out here and sell dogs to get rich. And I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if I let one dog go and it pays for my program for the rest of the year, then as a breeder, I feel like I'm winning. I feel like I'm winning. You know, a pallet of dog food, the medications I need for the whole year, travel expenses for my dogs to go to shows, you know, for my own personal stock to go to shows and earn clout. Yes, I do think that is worth it, and the money is definitely important. And for anybody differently, like, cool, let's just disagree. Let's agree to disagree and move on. I'm not gonna, argue that point.
Yeah, like I definitely, I know it's not money in these dogs like people would imagine. But yeah, if I'm putting in all this work and I'm building a program, yeah, if I'm getting, letting my dogs go, I want them to go to the best hands that I could possibly put them in naturally. But I definitely want to have, just like you said, enough to fund my program. If I needed some new equipment, if I needed, dog food for the year or whatever, it's, like it's a lot of work and time being put into this stuff. So, you know, um, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, people can feel how they want to feel or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, what they eat don't make me shit, and what they drink don't make me piss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100% agreed, man. 100% agreed, Big A. And
yeah.
Nah, man, I'm just enjoying this conversation because it's one of those ones where we hold accountable. Do you mind opening the panel, Big A? I'm like I said, so I don't have all the rights and privileges I would have on my computer. I can still invite people, but I'm just being lazy right now. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Big A. But it is easier to invite people from the computer because with the phone sometimes it like if you click off the screen it just does dumb stuff. But yeah, man. So I just think that there's a lot of things that go in. We attack breeders, man, because the world has made it okay to attack breeders. That's why we attack breeders. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just like the Jordan LeBron discussion, man. I think people attack LeBron because the world has made it okay to attack LeBron. My generation, the generation that's supposed to protect him, we made it okay to attack LeBron because we don't stand. And I realized this Saturday when I was talking to you, Big A, my generation, not many of us stand on anything, so it's easy to separate us. We're the easy to divide generation. We are.
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Like, I love LeBron out off of the court. Like everything LeBron does off of the court is outstanding. Yeah. But
everything everything that happened at the butt mean that it erases everything that happened before the butt. Go ahead and say what you really mean.
Nah, man, but it's just the fact that he made his career based around Jordan career. It's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? If he went in there and did his thing as LeBron, man, he'd be LeBron. But you chasing after something you can never obtain. For everything that he has done has been from he had 23 for a little while. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine, man. You know what I'm saying? Space Jam. I'm talking about chasing it. Everything has been compared to his career versus him having his own career. He'll always be compared to Jordan because of that.
Because I'm not gonna have a Jordan LeBron conversation, but I will say this: growing up, I was under understanding Michael Jordan did the same thing with Dr. J, and I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll go back to the dogs. But I literally, as far as that goes, man, like he idolized somebody, he wanted to be like them, and he became like them. And my MJ definitely said that about Dr. J, and that's what I'm talking about. With our generation, I'm gonna stand on that, man. I'm gonna start standing on a lot more stuff, man, because my generation as a whole is weak, but there are some individuals of us that are exceptional members, and we're gonna stand on things, man. But I'm not Big Abe. We can have this conversation offline. Like I just call you. We can argue about it.
I just gotta say this real quick. I'm done. I won't say nothing else. I'm done. They not compared Michael Jordan to Dr. J today, and I'm done.
Yeah, we'll talk about it offline because it's genuinely one of those things where just like the breeders thing, man. Like you got to be willing to have the conversation. And for me, man, today I'm advocating for the breeder today because I feel like once again, it's a lot of people because the narrative has been pushed that I don't think everybody should breed. Nor do I think everybody should have a dog. But that's not my decision to make. The actions of the person make it valid or not. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the next person does because what they eat don't make me poop. But what I am here to give perspective. I'm giving perspective on what I think is going on and the problems that I see, right? I'm just being a social voice, or echoing echo chamber of voices for what I've experienced. And I'm tired of the breeders getting beat up all the time, man. I genuinely am, you know. And I'm pretty sure they are tired of getting beat up on as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't get it twisted. I've had some bad experiences with breeders. But it wasn't to the point to where like we just, you know, when I had doing my due diligence, going through my check boxes, and they didn't, you know, it just didn't match. That doesn't mean that I have, you know, hate towards them or nothing. It just, you know, probably was a good thing that I didn't get a dog from. You know, it's just I think that people who are looking for dogs just need to match up with the right breeder, man. Not every breeder is for you, you know. And
example, Big A.
Huh?
I'm gonna give you another example. Okay, so I've dealt with people, right? They live in remote locations. Remote locations, like their house, either it's a new development or something like that. They don't come up on the map. So you know, as far as mail correspondence and things of that nature, man, like it makes it really difficult, right? Now, okay, let's say somebody like me I'm very public. I'm very residential, very public. So this is not a me problem. This is a you problem. You know, this is a you problem. Like, are you going to get a PO box, or like how are you going to have a way for us to send each other things, right? And this does not lie in the breeder. It's not the breeder's responsibility. And I've
going in and out a little bit.
sent people stuff like, you know, hides or collars on Amazon. I order Amazon stuff all the time. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just giving an example. Okay, I have never not gotten a delivery from Amazon to my location, which means that my address is a very, very popular or very well-known location, right? And then I'll ask the person, like, hey, do you ever lose other deliveries as well? Oh, yeah, man. The post office sometimes have issues. Okay, so there's a communication lapse there where you know that there's a possible issue with the delivery. And like, I fail to see how, like, when in situations, and this is with puppies and everything, you know, because I've small flex. I've either hand delivered or had the person come to my house for every single puppy I've ever let go. You know, so I've never had a third party hand off a puppy for me. But when it comes to delivering them, I've had to drive to people's homes, and the address they gave me takes me to just a blank spot on the map. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
yeah, man.
So for if you really want it, you'll make it happen. And like you know what I'm saying, it's nothing for me to drive 16, 20 hours for a dog that's worth it. Or something I think is gonna move my program forward, you know. But that's me that's what I'm willing to do. But if you're not willing to do that as a consumer, you need to articulate that before you get into negotiations with this individual, you know, or just buy local.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with buying local. Like, I don't think, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think there's better dogs in North Carolina than there are in Arizona. I don't think there's better.
You going in and out.
Overhype these.
Yeah, you was going in and out.
I think that people overhype these dogs to a great extreme. And I'm gonna tell you right now, at the end of the day, I genuinely believe that in modern times, with the modern contests we do, the hands matter just as much as the pedigree. When you decide to travel all the way across the country to get a dog from somebody, that is extremely disrespectful to your local breeders. Unless you just know their local breeders are trash. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just know the local breeder is up to no good and is not taking care of the animals.
Yeah.
Like, I will always buy local before I buy extended, because there's no the difference in the dog is typically negligible. And if you find that diamond in the rough, Godspeed on you and them. You know, I wish nothing but the best for you, and I'm not trying to detract from that. But I've yet to be at a dog show and be like, there's a dog here that is clearly superior in every way to every other dog here. I've never seen it at a dog.
Yeah, man.
You know, like the dog might be able to climb the wall higher, but like, you know, okay, cool, but he can't pull as much weight. Oh, shout out to Dickie Foster and shout out to Dirty Dogs. They both sent financial compensation over, man. Tip.
Mm-hmm.
Tip. Hey.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
yeah, huh?
I can't believe I missed that, man. But salute to y'all, brother, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, and breeders and buyers, you know, expectations, man, realistic expectations on both ends, man. It matters, you know. Going to a breeder, expecting to get that ace or whatever it is that you're looking for off the top, man. You set your expectations too high, man, and you know, I think that's one of the things that create bad relationships in the whole nine, man. First of all, is it just a good dog? You know what I'm saying? Is it healthy? You know, can it go through the progressions of you know, a pup to an adult? Are you willing to give it that much time? You know, are you expecting this out of a, you know, 8 to 12 week pup? Or, you know, a lot of people set their expectations so high, it kind of ruins the dog, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man. Non-stop J-Bo, what's happening?
Sir, yes, sir. What's good, big dog, man? What's good, big dog?
Man.
But yeah, this was just a topic that, like I said, it was a viewer submitted, and we covered it in a different way because, you know, I could always go in there and be like, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. I don't like stuff, man. You should just piss me off, you know. So I 100% don't do the shoulda, coulda, woulda personally, man. But
so I got a question. Can you
right,
walk me through the conversations you had with one of the 3 yards that you got that you know you talked to? Can you give us a positive convo and a negative convo that you had?
I can, and I'll try to make. I will make it as swift as possible. But I also like to give perspective as well, right? So the first yard I dealt with was THK. THK is from North Carolina. I was staying in South Carolina. I was able to get references from other people in the dog world about him because we knew some of the same people, right? So when I called him on the phone, we started talking. He knew about my background. He knew he knew about me being an athlete. I played with some of his cousins in high school. Very, very personable, very, very relatable because we're out the same mud, right? I don't have any more. Very, very laid back, and he's not loud. And I'm super extroverted. He's super introverted. So very, very just smooth conversation. He let me do all the talking. You know, he did help me pick out, you know, the one female he only had 2 females available. He kept City Girl. I took Bacardi. But it was just like homies hanging out, right? Like literally, we're like homies hanging out, both from Bladen County. Okay. With Ready Red, a lot of people have bad interactions with Ready Red. I don't, and I'll tell you why. When I went in there on business. I didn't go in there trying to be like, okay, I'm gonna get a dog from you, and now I can brag about having a dog from Ready Red. At the time I got a dog from Ready Red was doing 20,000, 30,000 views on YouTube per video. So I know a lot of people were going in there clout chasing, wanting to say, hey, I got a dog from Ready Red. I can call. It's just like being friends with a celebrity. Hey, I can call Ready Red. I can talk to him. I didn't go in on that tip. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was on that tip at that time. Can you hear me, Big A?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so yeah, so like with Ready Red, you got to realize somebody doing 20, 30,000, they're getting bogged down. And I'm starting to feel that pressure now myself. So
Now you're going in and out. Yeah. Yeah, you can't hear you, Dre. Skip, what's going
I understand.
down?
Hello?
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Like Verizon.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Oh,
hear you.
so yeah. So dealing with Ready Red, what I realized was when you're dealing with a breeder that has a high volume, and even when I dealt with Tom, it was the same thing. Like when they have a high volume of people that are interested in their dogs, they don't have time to answer like the small questions. Like typically they address things through like social media, through things of this nature, right? Because they're reaching out. They don't have one or two people coming a week or one or two people coming a month looking for dogs. They're getting a hit every single day of the year. You know, they're being contacted daily, answering the same questions over and over again, right? So I was a little off put by it, but I have what's called empathy and grace, where I sat back and kind of peeped the situation. I was like, okay, cool. Ready Red was doing lives and answering questions live during COVID, right? For all of us to purchase dogs, nobody can say that didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
And he was showing love. You know, I was proud that Ready Red Kennels shouted Andre Williams' name out on his live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before the purchase of after the purchase of the puppy, right? That was enough for me. But with some people, it's okay. Now that I purchased this puppy, I'm a part of your family, and you're supposed to be like, stop what you're doing and answer my questions because I bought a dog from you. And if that's the mentality you got, stay your ass away from me. I'm being real. Like yes, I will answer phone calls and things, but this is what social media is all about. It's so I can mass broadcast that answer because I guarantee you're not the only person with that question. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I give that, and then so flash forward, 5 years, 6 years later now, and Ready Red and I still have a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I typically never call him for downtime. He'll call me. Then he's done it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the relationship. It's like I ain't been like I don't need Ready Red to tell me nothing about these dogs. I didn't get into these dogs to learn from Ready Red. I like this program. I bought the dog and I was happy with the dog. That's what it is, But that's me. I believe that honestly, those people what they're looking for is they're looking to buy a mentor. And if you're looking to buy a mentor, then you're in the wrong location dealing with a commercial breeder. There are too many people in these chats that will mentor you. They got the knowledge. And if they don't got it, they got a network of friends that got the knowledge to mentor you. If you're looking for a mentor, you need to find somebody that don't deal with people, that has the time to focus on a singular student. Because with my mentor, it was just me and him 90% of the time, walking the dogs in the woods, breaking up yard accidents. It was just us. My mentor don't do social media. He had time to literally watch me and learn me as a person and help me develop as a handler. That's what my mentor did. Ain't no social media personality time to
Oh man, you going in and out again. Yeah.
So that was my Ready Red story.
Okay.
And then as far as Apache goes, at the time I met Apache, I think I was 30, 31. Apache was old school. We didn't even I didn't even see his dogs for the first 30 minutes at his house. He just wanted to talk and kind of get a feel for who I was, which kind of annoyed me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm used to, I got the money, let's do this, low context relationships, right? And so I sat there and he shared knowledge, and eventually we made it to the dogs. And I realized that with him, it's a respect thing. It's like the price is based upon his respect and what he thinks of you, not just trying
You going in and out, Trey.
Your money.
King T, what's happening? Yeah, man. Nah, yeah, I met Apache a couple of times, man. Very laid back, very cool, very straightforward. Answer questions. About any kind of or points you in the right direction if he doesn't know. That's a good breeder to be in contact with. Lone Wolf, what's happening? Yeah, man. You back, Dre?
I've been back. I just stopped because I ain't about to sit here and keep repeating myself.
Yeah, I already know it, man. It's frustrating. I know it is. Yeah, man. Man, got you in there getting it in early this morning, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Walnut, PA, what's going down? Yeah, man. I mean, you don't have to say any names or anything, but can you speak of a bad experience that you had with a breeder? Like the conversation, how the conversation kind of went.
Looking back
and the responses.
Looking back on it now, I haven't had a bad conversation, man. It was, or if it was, I generated it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell people all the time.
Oh man. Hey man.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah, you going in and out. You got horrible reception, man.
Better words. I called him on some nigga stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, are you on Bluetooth?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, I mean, I got my mic.
Okay. And the reason I asked that question is normally when I'm going out, you also will go out on my end as well. But I can hear you clearly the whole time. Yeah. So I'm like, it could be just you. I would implore the chat and ask the chat, can they hear me? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it could just be the other person on the stream.
Maybe. Might be. Yeah. Yeah, man. Man. Yeah. I remember you telling the story about okay, so bad business with breeders, like what you do after the fact. What are some things that'll make a breeder not mess with you anymore? Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a foul. I think that's a foul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Now tough times since you going out there too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Big A, go ahead and shut it down because like it's I'm in my office and it's like I think I only got 2
Okay. Yeah. All good, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We got At the Cookout with Toyo coming up next for sure, yo. And then we got Men at Work at 10 a.m. Central, man. So y'all get down with the with the team, man. You know what I'm saying? Yellow one. Yeah, lack of payment. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, y'all know what it is, man. You know, about to get out of here by about 5 minutes or 4 minutes early, man, because got a little technical difficulties, but it happens, man. It happens. What's up, Dre?
Oh man, I normally say the prayer, but it's going in and out, man. So I'm gonna just leave y'all with a peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings.
Roger that, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll do it. Hold on. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another.
Amen.
Amen.
Salute.
Yeah, man. For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game.
Hey, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop, slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Socket brought the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider, can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Socket from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.